10 of the most anticipated movies of 2022. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Why the Fact, not coming to all of you with a brand new video. Starting this list is the new Marvel film Thor: Love and Thunder is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character Thor, produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. It is intended to be the direct sequel to Thor: Ragnarok 2017 and the 29th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU). The film is directed by Taika Waititi, who co-wrote the screenplay with Jennifer Kaytin Robinson, and stars Chris Hemsworth as Thor, alongside Tessa Thompson, Natalie Portman, Christian Bale, Chris Pratt, Jamie Alexander, Pom Klementieff, Dave Bautista, Karen Gillan, Sean Gunn, Jeff Goldblum, and Vin Diesel. Another year, another conveyor belt of MCU installments for the masses that crave them. At least these ones look pretty good. Thor: Ragnarok was one of the most imaginative, idiosyncratic Marvel films to date, steered by Taika Waititi's deft creative hand. It was anything but cookie cutter, with Chris Hemsworth at his steely best as the eponymous Asgardian. Little is known about Thor: Love and Thunder, the threequel of the Thor flicks, but it's set to include the Guardians of the Galaxy ensemble and add Christian Bale to the mix. Second in this list is another Marvel film, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The Marvel Universe is already full of villains and multiversal monsters, but the biggest trouble for the MCU is the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. The sequel to 2018's Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, could very well be moved to 2023 thanks to the continued spread of COVID-19 in the metro Atlanta area where Marvel films its movies. Hinting at M'Baku's importance as a member of Wakanda's National Council, it's reported that the character will be given an expanded role in the Black Panther mythos. Details are being kept firmly under wraps for now, but M'Baku started out as the leader of the renegade Jabari tribe before challenging T'Challa for control of Wakanda. Release date: the 11th of November 2022. This one is bittersweet. Chadwick Boseman was originally set to return for the Black Panther sequel as T'Challa, the benevolent, supercharged ruler of Wakanda, but his devastating death in 2020 changed plans. The shoot, helmed by Ryan Coogler, has been subsequently marred by issues, delaying principal photography for months, and Coogler has described making the film without Boseman as the hardest thing he's ever done. But Coogler is one of Hollywood's brightest directorial talents, if anyone can pull a great movie out of sorrowful tragedy. Third on this list is another Marvel cinematic film, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Raimi opened up about it to Variety. "It was so much fun," he said. "I love No Way Home and the audience I was with went crazy. It was delightful to watch Alfred play his role, and Willem Dafoe, just seeing these guys take it to the next level. And Toby was awesome as always. The best word I can say is it was refreshing for me." Getting the seal of approval from the director is surely a nice feather in the cap for Spider-Man No Way Home, which has now made over $1.5 billion at the box office and become one of the highest-grossing films of all time. Raimi's original Spider-Man films really kicked off this modern superhero cinema craze, so it's great to hear the director give this newest Spider-Man his blessing. Releasing this the 6th of May 2022, Spider-Man No Way Home ripped open the proverbial can of beans with the launch of the multiverse, and with it, a blank narrative check. Now, any new character introduction can be written off as the result of the new rules of variance, overlapping universes, and other nebulous quasi-scientific weirdness. The Multiverse of Madness is a compelling prospect for more than just its tantalizing promise of earth-shaking cameos. Sam Raimi, director of the Spider-Man trilogy that arguably started it all, returns for his first superhero movie since Fourth on this list is the Batman in his second year of fighting crime. Batman uncovers corruption in Gotham City that connects to his own family while facing a serial killer known as the Riddler. He uncovers corruption that connects to his own family during the investigation, and is forced to make new allies, including with Catwoman, to catch the Riddler and bring the corrupt to justice. As always with high-profile superhero movies, the exact details of the film's plot are being kept under wraps, but we have had a few enticing clues. In October 2020, a stunt double dressed as Batman was pictured on top of the Royal Liver Building in Liverpool, leaning off the famous landmark. That same month, Robert Pattinson was seen filming a funeral scene as extras dressed as mourners also arrived in dark clothing carrying flowers. Releasing this the 4th of March 2022, Robert Pattinson is, unequivocally, the hottest property in Hollywood right now. Not only is he starring as the Caped Crusader in The Batman, Matt Reeves' dark, 3-hour-long crime epic, he's also just been tapped by Oscar winner Bong Joon-ho to appear in his long-awaited Parasite follow-up. But the excitement for The Batman is more than just down to the Pats as Bats. Colin Farrell co-stars as an unsettlingly weird-looking penguin, while Paul Dano's serial killer take on the Riddler is more evocative of a grungy executioner than anything approaching the gaudy campiness embodied by Fifth on this list is Fantastic Beasts. The Secrets of Dumbledore. Fantastic Beasts 3 can properly explain the weirdest Dumbledore mystery as Fantastic Beasts. The Secrets of Dumbledore promises to delve into Albus, Jude Law, and Aberforth's, Richard Coyle past. It can also explain Aberforth's lifelong obsession with goats. Arguably the weirdest Dumbledore mystery in the Harry Potter saga, the third Fantastic Beasts movie will see Aberforth Dumbledore reunite with his older brother Albus as the latter is rallying everyone around him in his war against his friend-turned-foe Gellert Grindelwald, Mads Mikkelsen. It has been a long time since the brothers spoke to each other, and this reunion is bound to explore the more personal, and less expected, details of their relationship. As the third Fantastic Beasts movie promises to explore the Dumbledore family, it can also explain why Aberforth Dumbledore is obsessed with goats. Releasing this the 8th of April 2022, a third bite of the magical cherry for this Harry Potter adjacent Wizarding World adventure, which looks to focus more on Jude Law's younger take on Dumbledore as he battles the nefarious Grindelwald, Mads Mikkelsen. Still, Eddie Redmayne's Newt Scamander and his various friends remain involved, on a mission to stop the Dark Wizard's forces. Sixth on this list is the extremely hilarious film Jackass Forever. Releasing this February, the original pranksters are back, reuniting for another set of don't try this at home stunts over 10 years since their last outing. After his firing from Jackass Forever, Bam Margera went on his Instagram and attacked Johnny Knoxville, Jeff Tremaine, and Spike Jonze for what he called torturing him with many conditions to keep part in the film, such as random drug tests, going to rehab, and remaining sober, to which he admittedly didn't follow. He also sent death threats to Jeff Tremaine and his family, which prompted Tremaine to get a restraining against Margera. Johnny Knoxville got a broken rib, a broken wrist, a concussion, and a hemorrhage in his brain by performing a magic trick for a bullet while filming Jackass Forever. He was also knocked unconscious and snoring for 3-4 minutes straight. He had to get magnetic treatment for his brain and take a lot of cognitive tests to fully recover. Seventh on this list is the movie Morbius. Releasing this the 1st of April 2022, Sony's much-delayed Spidey spin-off casts Jared Leto as Dr. Michael Morbius, whose experiments turn him into a bat-like living vampire creature. Daniel Espinosa is on directing duties. Morbius is a forthcoming American superhero movie based on the Marvel Comics character Morbius, the living vampire, and would be distributed by Sony Pictures. It is produced by Columbia Pictures in cooperation with Marvel and would be licensed by Sony Pictures. After the success of SpiderMan No Way Home, viewers are anxious for more Spidey-related entertainment, which is why Morbius has sparked such excitement. As a result, many people are wondering if they can watch the Marvel comic film featuring Academy Award nominee Jared Leto on Netflix. There have been several theories and claims claiming there will be additional interactions with Marvel characters throughout realms, which may imply that Tom Holland's Spider-Man from No Way Home or Mahershala Ali's Blade is mentioned in the Eternals post-credit sequence will meet Morbius. The standalone film might be the beginning of something great, and those who want to know if it'll be one of the numerous options on Netflix must on this list is the 80s action-packed movie Top Gun. Maverick Tom Cruise's career spanned many decades, and Top Gun 2 displays how he has changed as an actor since the original movie. Since the release of Top Gun 2's official trailer, audiences have had plenty of time to speculate on how the long-awaited sequel will compare to the first installment. While parts of the storyline are closely intertwined, some key differences between the movies show how Tom Cruise himself has changed as an actor. Upon its release in 1986, Top Gun became a huge hit with audiences. Despite receiving mixed reviews from critics, it garnered commercial success, becoming the highest-grossing film of the year. The movie followed Pete Mitchell Maverick, a young pilot training with the United States Navy. Played by Tom Cruise, Maverick faces rivalry and danger during training, as well as finding romance in the form of Charlie, the school's astrophysics instructor. Cruise will return to play Maverick, who, in Top Gun 2, after over 30 years of service, is a well-respected pilot who continues to be one of the best aviators in the Navy. When plans for Top Gun 2 were announced, audiences wondered how the sequel would compare and whether the gap between the two movies would affect how Cruise would choose to play his former character. Releasing this the 27th of May 2022, much delayed by the pandemic, the Tom Cruise starring sequel looks to finally go wheels down in May this year. Cruise's Maverick is still bending the rules, and here is brought in to tutor the next generation of pilots, even as the job changes in the technological world. And he'll face a personal challenge in the shape of Rooster, Miles Teller, son of his late best pal and radar intercept officer. Ninth on this list is another DC film, Black Adam. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wants to be bigger than Black Adam. During an interview with Men's Journal, the 49-year-old former professional wrestler explained why he wants to buff up even more than his comic book counterpart. "The training we did for this movie was the most arduous I've ever done in my life," said Johnson. His goal was to surpass the comic book physiques drawn by Black Adam illustrators and bring a level of authenticity to his portrayal. "I promise you this, the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change." Of course, Johnson has been attached to the Black Adam movie for a long time. So long, in fact, that you might even call this a bit of a passion project. "I started training for Black Adam when I came out of the womb," he said. "I believe I was born to play this character. But in all honesty, this project has been with me for 10 years now. The process began when we started to stand the material up and really developed it into what it is present day. Black Adam is certainly going to need to be in good shape. After all, he's going to be taking on the Justice Society of America." Releasing this the 29th of July 2022, Dwayne Johnson steps into the DC universe for his latest flex as the anti-hero with the yen for tough justice. A former slave from an ancient land, he clashes with the Justice Society of America as to how to punish evildoers. Jung Collett Sarah marshals the action, while Pierce Brosnan, Sarah Shahi, Aldous Hodge, Noah Centineo and Marwan Kenzari round out the main cast. And last on this list is another DC Universe film, The Flash, with the first test screenings of The Flash reportedly set to begin tomorrow. The film, character, and TV show are trending on Twitter. The Flash began trending on Tuesday, the 25th of January, with much of the focus dedicated to the rumor test screening on Wednesday. Warner Bros. And the team behind the film have yet to confirm this, but several outlets following the production believe audiences will get their first look at the movie this week. Fans began sharing their excitement and concerns on Twitter, with many hoping the screening will also mean a teaser for the film will soon be released. And with the CW's The Flash releasing its latest trailer for the return of Season 8, the Scarlet Speedster quickly began trending. Along with the excitement, a few users discussed what they hoped to see in the film. While some mistakenly seem to believe the test screening will mean public footage, it is true that a teaser is likely on the way soon. DC Fandom offered a sneak peek at some footage from The Flash, which is said to borrow elements from the popular Flashpoint comic book event. While the exact plot details are not yet known, many fans are eager to see the multiverse-spanning movie pull in other actors similar to SpiderMan No Way Home's reintroduction of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker's. Releasing the 4th of November 2022, Ezra Miller's DC Speedster, attempting to unravel his mother's murder, ends up crossing the multiverse and putting everyone, including himself, at risk. Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck will both be bringing their versions of Batman back to the screen, while we can expect faces from parallel DC worlds. And that is it, guys. This are the 10 of the most anticipated movies of 2022. Hope you all like this video, and please don't forget to smash that like button. And you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you will be updated on my next video upload. Mega love shout out to my premier team, Team Hainan and Team Tulungan, and all its very active and supportive members.